is going on? Debaters, haters, watchers of all kind. I appreciate you guys coming to check out the stream. If you're watching via TikTok, if you're watching via YouTube, if you're watching on Facebook, go ahead on and give us a follow. If you're watching on TikTok, you're watching from my personal account. I do have an account that's ADHD Radio. That is going to be the home of the podcast soon. That is going to be where a second, I'm going to actually add ADHD Radio into the chat. Give me 1 second. All right, cool. So there's a message inside the chat right now. That's ADHD Radio. That's where you guys can go follow that page. That's going to be the page that we do a lot of the clips that's going to be out from the podcast show is going to be on that page. A lot of everything is going to be running through that page. I'm on Facebook. I'm on my personal page as well right now, but everything is going to be run through ADHD Radio. So all of the emblems look alike. So if you come across one, you should come across all of them, and all of the links are in each bio of whatever account that you're on. So if you're on YouTube, go ahead and give us a subscribe. Facebook, follow us, as well as TikTok. So before we get into tonight's podcast, let's just go over the weekly show flow. So tonight being Saturday, we are on the relationships and life panel part of the podcast. Monday morning, we'll be back with Reflections at Dawn. Monday night, we'll have another open debate night, as well as Wednesday. Thursday night, we'll have a Black Culture debate night that is for African-American panelists only. And so that'll be extremely interesting as well. So you guys are welcome to join the panel. Come on to the show, talk about anything that you want to talk about, especially when it pertains to the things that we talk about. The best way to join the show is going to be through TikTok. So if you are trying to find where the TikTok is Havoc, HAVOC 2725 on TikTok. So you guys will follow me there. If you guys want to request to join and be a part of the panel, that is where you guys will be able to do that at. So you also welcome to leave comments inside of the chat. I'll get to them as soon as I can or throughout the show as we talk about certain things. But tonight, again, is debate night. We're going to go through a couple of topics real quick. Just letting you guys know some of the things that's going to be going on with the podcast here soon. So let me move this here. One of the things that's going to be coming soon is open public debates. Is going to be I'm going to be out in public talking to people about some of the same things that we talk about here in the comfort of my own home. Bringing these conversations to people instead of waiting for them to come to me. So that's going to be something that's going to be really interesting that we're going to be doing. It's going to be part of the podcast soon as well. And then it's going to be a political campaign that I'm going to be pursuing over this next year. I don't really know a whole bunch about getting into politics, but one of the things that I really strive and plan on doing is trying not to divide more people than we're already divided, and trying to bring us all together for a common good, a common goal, and a common interest, especially when we talk about things inside of politics and inside of our society. Got to get this mic in position. Mic check. Nope. So again, I appreciate you guys rocking with me. I appreciate you guys coming to kick it. Over here, I think that's all I have for announcements. So without further ado, let's get straight into the podcast. I appreciate you guys again. Go ahead on and double tap that screen if we're on TikTok. Hit that follow button on Facebook. I appreciate y'all. Let's get right into it. So again, we are live on Facebook as well as TikTok as well as YouTube. I appreciate you guys. In order to join the panel, all you guys have to do is request on TikTok once we get into the show. I'll leave the topic open for you guys to be able to come and explain your point of view on it. Tonight, again, is the dating and relationship portion of the podcast weekly show. And so that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. So tonight is not a surface level conversation. It's about relationships, dating, marriage, roles, responsibility, standards, accountability. It's not a man bashing show. It's not a woman bashing show. It's not a red pill echo chamber. It's not a feminist rally. This is a structured panel, a panel discussion. So from 6 to 9 p.m., we're going to break it into 3 segments. We're going to talk about, for the first hour, we'll talk about dating, just the standards, expectation, who approaches who pays, what's fair. Hour 2, we'll talk about marriage. Is it outdated or is it essential? We'll talk about divorce. Is it normalized? Is it too easy nowadays? Hour 3, we'll talk about roles. Do gender roles matter? Are they biological? Are they social? Are we confused? Throughout the night, I'll give you guys the opportunity to come up and join and request. I'll try to get somebody on here with me soon. that I can keep on with me throughout the podcast episode tonight. So if that's you and you enjoy the conversation that we're having, go ahead on a request and I'll bring you on. Looking for somebody that can stick on with me for the next 3 hours. But other than that, you guys are more than welcome to drop comments in the comment section. What's going on, Michael? I appreciate you guys coming in. Double tap that screen when you come on the TikTok. Again, if you're on YouTube or Facebook, I appreciate you guys as well. Go ahead on and shoot us a follow. Um, so what the way that I'll just kind of talk about, first of all, let's do a cheers real quick. We got a little bit of Roscato tonight. Rose, sweet rose. And so that's what we're gonna be having a little bit of tonight. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna go ahead on and pour that up. Have us a little bit of that first before we even get into this. It's been a minute. It's been a couple of days. Last week I had the flu. Um, so I was out. I didn't make nearly. I don't even think I made one podcast episode last week. So caught myself just really sick. Really sick. Didn't feel too well. So didn't have any podcasts out last week. Plan on definitely bringing you guys a full slate of podcasts next week. Definitely got to get back in my groove. Definitely got to get some more consistency going. But one of the things that I want to do is actually do more of these live debates, have guys be able to come on, talk about these things in depth and in detail, especially because I think it matters. I think it matters that we have these conversations the same way we have conversations about things that don't matter, in the same way that we have conversations about things that enrages us. It's the way that we get to a societal norm. It's the way that we get to having common understanding on similar things, So one of the things that I want to talk about initially, we just kind of start off is just the dating portion of it. What's going on, Only Fear God? I appreciate you joining. If you guys can come in, double tap that screen. Tonight is a dating and relationship panel. If you guys want to join and have conversation about that, you guys can click the request button at any point in time, come in, and we'll have a conversation about it. But just this first portion of the podcast is just going to be specifically about dating. It's going to be a couple of prompts that I'm going to bring up, and I'm going to answer myself until I get a couple of people to join. What's going on, Amy Wave? I appreciate you guys coming to join. Tonight's a dating and relationship panel. That's what we're going to be talking about. So if there's something that interests you guys and you guys want to join the podcast, you're more than welcome to do that. I appreciate you guys either way. Double tap that screen and come kick it with me. But we're going to start the segment off first with dating. Should men always approach women? Does body count matter? Who pays on the first date? Is social media harming exclusivity? So that's where we're going to start at before we move on into the other two segments that we have for tonight as well. Regardless of if we get anybody up on the panel or not, we're going to keep running the podcast. That's the only way that I'm going to be able to get some consistency, good content. I appreciate you guys that do make an effort to join and give your opinion, whether it be in the comment section or you actually request to join up. I appreciate that wholeheartedly. So before we get started, cheers to each and every last one of y'all, and happy Saturday to you. So, me personally, I'm a traditional man. So when we talk about should men always approach women first, I believe so. But I think that we live in a society now that makes it really difficult to approach women, especially depending on what situation or where you approach them at. So whether that be a gym setting, whether that be a bar setting, whether that be anywhere particularly, it makes it really difficult because. And I'm gonna have my wife hopefully join us here in a little bit. We'll have the same discussion, the same conversation. Just with a female's perspective, but I think that most men should approach women, especially if they're interested in them. I think there's also exceptions to that, where women are interested in a man, but a man just doesn't notice that. I think it's okay for you to shoot your shot as well, but I think for the most part, men should be approaching women, but it is a difficult time that we live in where men also can't just approach any women. It also depends on the setting that you approach them in and what type of woman that you approach, because depending on what you say to her or how you say it to her, that can go the wrong way. Does body count matter? In my personal opinion, yes. I wouldn't want a used car that's been driven by 1,000 people. I also can't necessarily always. What's going on, Jay? I appreciate you joining. If we're having a dating relationship panel, if you guys want to join, you guys can request to join. If I say something that you guys are interested in, you guys want to pop up on the panel, you're more than welcome to. I'm going to continue to say that a few times until either we get somebody in or I start to run the course of the podcast. But does body count matter? I believe so. And the reason that I think body count matters because, again, I wouldn't drive a vehicle that has 100,000 miles on it or has had over 100 different drivers just simply because I don't know the reliability in that vehicle. I think that transitions to man or woman. I don't think that's specific to either one. So that's my thought on that. Who pays on the first date? I think that it really kind of depends on who asks. But at the same time, too, I don't really think that I've ever really sat across from a woman at a dinner table on the first date and had her pay for a meal. That's just not in me. That's not who I am. And so that's not something that I would have been interested in. So definitely think that men should be taking care of the first date. And then the social media harm and exclusivity, I believe so. And the reason that I think so is because I think it's too easy for us to move on to the next best thing. The moment that we get upset with the person that we're with, or we don't like the situation that we're in, we'll completely move on to a totally different situation because of how easy access is to us. I think it's too easy to DM the next person. It's too easy to make it seem like you don't really like what's going on in your life, or you don't like what's happening, and it's easy for you to move on because of social media and stuff like that. So that'll be the first 4 prompts that we talk about just through the dating portion of the podcast. I appreciate you guys that have came and kicked it and joined via TikTok, Facebook, as well as YouTube. If you're on Facebook and YouTube, the best way to join the panel is through Amy said, I believe, am I saying your name right? Is it Amy Wave Studios? Said, I'm sorry, I would have to be in a conversation on a different account if I was to say anything. Why do you say that, Amy? And let me know if I'm saying your name right, by the way. But yeah, so that's gonna be the first 4 prompts. So I mean, I'll even pass it over to you, Studio. You can kind of give your your thoughts and opinions. Do you think that should men always approach women? Do you think that body count matters? Who do you think should pay on the first date in this social media harming exclusivity? So I'll give you guys an opportunity to kind of think about some of those questions real quick. You guys can answer in the comment section, or you can request to join via TikTok. It's Havoc HAVOC 2725 on TikTok. Again, my stances are yes, I think that most men should approach women. For the majority of interactions, I think that they should. What's going on, Torres? I appreciate you guys double tapping that screen. Aim Wave, okay, I see. Aim Wave. So I'm gonna just call you Studio. We're just gonna stick it at Studio. But Studio, if you don't mind me asking, male or female? Just that way, when I address you, I address you correctly. Because then I think I understand why you made the comment that you made. But cheers to all of you guys that are kicking it with us right now. This is Marcus Williams, ADHD Radio. If you haven't already, go follow us at ADHD Radio. There's a comment that I just dropped in the comment section. Go follow that page. That is be the home for the podcast. And we're just going to continue to wait for some other people to get up in here. I appreciate you guys that are spending your Saturday with me. I know Ryan Garcia is either getting ready to fight or has already fought. So if you are kicking it with me right now, I appreciate that. But we're going to spend the first couple hours just trying to do our best to get some people in here, try to get our best to get some open debates going. Don't really know. Matter of fact, what I might do is, just for shits and giggles, appreciate sharing that live, Studio. Actually, I was going to end it and then come back in, but I think I'm going to just stay. But it's not circulating at all is the problem. What's going on, PNW Peach? I appreciate you guys coming to kick it in the... Definitely gonna have to check that out. PNW. That's where I was living at before I came out here. Wonder who that was. I don't know who that is. But yeah, so doing our best right now to try to get some people in here. Let's go ahead and reset this. Go ahead and reset this TikTok live. All right, bet. Now I'm back. I'm back on TikTok. Just now I have to reset that live because it was stagnant, extremely stagnant. So try to give it a second, let some other people get up in here. Tonight is debate night. We're going to be talking about dating, marriage, and gender roles. Going to be talking about a couple of different things in a couple of different ways. So if it's something that interests you and you guys want to join the panel, you guys are more than welcome to request up. The first couple of prompts are going to be, and I'm actually going to add a ticker down at the bottom of the screen. Or actually, let's just do a text. Let's say, we'll just talk about it. But you guys are more than welcome to follow the page on TikTok. If you guys want to request and join the panel, that'll be the easiest way to do it. It's Havoc HAVOC 2725 on TikTok. If you guys want to join the panel, the first couple of questions will be just surrounding dating. Should men approach women? Does body count matter? Who pays on the first date? And is social media harming exclusivity? When we talk about is social media harming exclusivity, personally, I think that it is, simply because it's too easy for people to access each other. It's too easy for somebody to get mad and find the next quote unquote the next best thing on social media, the next best thing to talk to. It's just too easy. It's too easy for us to be able to communicate with each other and move on to and look at something else just because we're upset with what's in front of our face right now. I think that that's been the detriment to most relationships now in I don't want to say the 21st century, but just in my generation, it's been a huge detriment to the standard of what relationships are nowadays, the standard of what they should look like. I think that it's been probably one of the most deadly things when it comes down to people actually being able to stay in relationships long term nowadays. So that'll be our first segment, guys. You guys are welcome to request up, join. I'm waiting on a couple more people to join. Double tap that screen when you guys come in. I appreciate you guys coming and kicking with me. We're also going to do a game night probably tomorrow night, or if not the next night, but I'll just keep double tapping the screen myself. What's going on, Random Verity? I appreciate you guys coming to join the stream. Tonight we're going to be doing a dating, relationship, and debate panel, so you guys are more than welcome to come and join. What's going on, Random Variety? I appreciate you joining the stream. You're more than welcome to request up if you want to. Tonight we're going to be doing some dating talk, relationship talks. So the first hour we're going to be talking about just dating in general. The first couple of prompts is: should men always approach women? Does body count matter? Who pays on the first date? And is social media harming exclusivity? I think another question I'll go ahead and answer just from my point of view and my perspective is, hold on, let me bring you in, Random. What's going on? What's going on? How you doing, man?
What's going on? I got my kids around, so I'm sorry.
That's all good. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. What's going on, man? Go ahead.
I can't speak on. I found your page very easily. But anyway, I just wanted to add to what you were saying. Mm-hmm. I think the dating part is. I think that men should not pay nowadays.
Okay.
More so because men are looked at as like a
meal ticket.
Meal ticket, exactly. So
do you feel like it would be better if those first dates was kind of like split between like what you had and what I had, or how do you think, or does it depend on who asked, to go on the first date?
I think it should be since the man's normally going to ask on the first date.
Right, I agree.
He might pay, but if he's gonna pay, he's gonna take you somewhere pretty inexpensive. If he's gonna take you at all, mm-hmm. He's gonna take you somewhere, maybe a coffee date. I mean, you could go get a donut. I don't know where you are, but right. Krispy Kreme is right down the street.
I think that also too, right now in this day and age, we've lost the definition of what a date even is. A lot of times people look at what the value of what a date is, or how much did this guy spend on me, or how much did I get out of this girl from going on the date. Then we actually look at the experience of what a date is supposed to bring to us. And I think that personally,
it's
not
an interview.
Right, exactly. And you're not going to know everything from a first date. A first date leads to a second, third, fourth, fifth, XYZ. But we've I think we've also completely taken out the courting part of having a relationship in general. A lot of us meet people, and I'm a victim of it myself, not a victim, but a product of it myself. I met my wife, and I mean, we've been living together since the day we met, so the courting part of the relationships, I feel like, have really died massively, and I think because of that, we've lost what the structure of a date is actually supposed to look like.
Well, I would say that's because dating is now it's not what it used to be. Dating used to be basically courting, which is taking the girl out, getting to know her parents, her family, her background, her getting to know you,
right?
And vice versa. It's just.
Do you think that body count matters? Like, and if so,
absolutely.
Okay. Do you think that that's something that should be disclosed? Like, on a first date? Do you think that that's something that should be like worn on your sleeve? I mean, I think that, because the reason that I think that it matters is because, number one, everybody feels pressure when that question is brought up. Most women feel pressure when that question is brought up. So I think it's a very important question, and I think it's very important for most of us to know what we're getting ourselves into. So I think it's a fair question to ask personally, not necessarily, before we sit down and have our meal, but I think that we should talk about this, have this conversation at some point in time personally. But how do you feel about that? And how do you feel about a woman with a high body count versus a woman with a low body count?
Well, I think that a high body count woman or man, for that matter,
Right.
can't really emotionally attach himself as easy. It's harder for, it does affect the man, but not as much as it does a woman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think mostly
I
because
think
women
men,
are emotional creatures. I feel I feel as such.
I think that if only reason why I say it affects the man is that it turns him into a hyposexual.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry if I'm allowed to say that on this,
No, you're fine on mine. I mean,
but
TikTok ain't did me wrong, so you good.
okay. So I think it makes men overly sexualize women or feel that need, and it can lead them down a bad path, or it can make them run into women they shouldn't.
Right. Okay.
So that's for men, but women, they get attached.
What do you think about
And
the fact that some people say that body count shouldn't matter? Do you think that it's okay for me or for you, for somebody to have a preference? Because a lot of people feel like it's wrong for you to have a preference on a man or a woman based on their past or what they are. But a lot of jobs won't hire you based on your background. A lot of apartment complexes won't let you live there based on your background. So I don't understand this ideology where
well,
people think that part shouldn't or doesn't matter.
well, I mean, I think that's only in it. Let's just put it this way. I
Mhm.
believe that men are not. Well, I believe that people think that men are not supposed to have preferences.
Exactly.
I mean, that
Hmm.
goes with how men are not supposed to judge women on weight, age, um, body count. I
Right. If you
mean,
don't mind
just
me asking,
anything. So
random, where you from, man? How old are you?
I am 42. I
Is-
am on my second marriage, and I am from North Carolina.
If you don't mind me asking, how long you been married? This go round right here.
Oh, 3 years.
Nice.
My wife is Filipino.
Okay. And so when you guys met, if you don't mind me asking, I mean, all of us, I feel like we get into relationships mostly for the longevity of them. I don't think any of us get in relationships hoping that they're temporary. So what would you say is some of the goals and some of like the way that you've dated your wife and even maybe today? You know what I'm saying? In order to keep that relationship going in a strong direction, not only to keep it going in a strong direction, but to keep continuously build on it to for it to just be strong in and out of itself.
Okay, well, I can say you said a lot,
No
so I'm going to answer it the best I can.
problem. Take your time, man.
Um, First, I think you need to find somebody that's what I'm a Christian guy, so I believe you need to be equally yoked, and basically that just means that you need to be on the same page. Y'all need to have the same goals, and that wasn't the same case for my first wife. We didn't have the same goals and purpose. So
Real quick, let me give everybody a
that's
shout out that's coming into the stream right now. We're doing a dating and relationship debate panel, guys. You guys are more than welcome to come up. Right now, we're talking about the dating portion of it. A couple of the topics is: should men always approach women? Does body count matter? Who should pay on the first date in this social media harming exclusivity when it comes down to the dating scene? I appreciate you guys that are coming in right now. Appreciate you, Nev, sending that heart. If you guys could double tap that screen, please share it. Let's try to get this to a real good stream tonight. Let's get some good debating, good conversation going. Where I stand when I talk about dating is more traditionally. I stand more traditionally. I think that men should hold doors open. I think men should ask out for the first date. But I also think that when women should be more It should be more like not accessible but available and accepting to men like that, because I think it's difficult, and I'm sure random you've seen issues where in certain scenes in certain places, it's not okay to approach women. For example, I would say like the gym. Let's say I'm in the gym and I'm working out and I see a woman that I'm attracted to, and I walk over to that woman or whatever. Usually, some women might feel that that's inappropriate to talk to them in the gym. Some women may feel like it's inappropriate to talk to them in a grocery store. You know what I'm saying? So it just really depends on what woman you run into. But personally, I feel like a lot of those things should be traditional, but I also think that we don't live in a traditional world anymore. I think that we live in a world where you kind of got to adapt to how things are going right now, but it's really extremely difficult because everything has a contradiction to it.
Well, I would say that socially, we're definitely cooked. We're leaning down a path of debauchery. Women are going to choose the 1% of men mostly, and most men are checking out.
I agree. I 100% agree.
So that's that's a problem in itself. So you're not even gonna see that even be an issue. You're actually starting to see the other way, where women are asking why men are not even approaching.
Actually, I'm going to move through
That's
all of
coming
the
out on TikTok a lot.
right. I'm gonna move through all the other segments as well, since me and you are in here right now. But the other ones that I was talking about as well is marriage and gender roles as well. And you being in a second marriage right now, I kind of, I don't want to say, for lack of a better word, I feel like you kind of got an understanding of kind of how both ways could go, especially because, and I don't want to, for lack of a better word, use failed marriage, but because I don't know how that marriage ended or what caused that marriage to end. But whatever caused it to end, you understand. I mean, it seems like you would understand the difference in what ended that marriage to what versus what would make this marriage that you're in right now succeed. One of the things I think that really makes it really difficult for marriages to succeed in our world nowadays is the simple fact that divorce is too easy, and I think that there's too much of an incentivization behind divorce, child support, alimony, anything else that leads to having to take something away from somebody else to give to the other. I think that that has made it extremely acceptable in our society for people to automatically decide that, you know, if I don't like this relationship today, or I'm not in the mood for this relationship anymore, that I'm just going to call it quits. Would you agree or disagree that you feel like divorce is too easy, or that there's too many incentivizations for divorce today?
Well, generally, when you give one side more power than the other, you usually have that problem in it.
I agree.
That happened in the '60s for the men, and now it's happening now for the women. Women have too much power over the children and the laws, and they're actually reeling back some of those.
Mm-hmm.
But it's gonna by the time the government takes some kind of effort,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be too late.
Well, I mean, I also think that I mean, for lack of a better word, dude, I think that the system that's in place right now creates deadbeat parents. I don't want to say deadbeat fathers. I know that for the most part that fathers are usually the ones that's on this side of the spectrum. But I think that the incentivization behind divorce and the incentivization behind people splitting up, it leads to a lot of parents. I mean, you can only imagine running into. I don't know if you have. So you say you have kids right now. The kids that you have right now from the marriage that you have now, or your previous one?
On both.
Okay, so if you don't mind me asking, what was it like whenever you split up with your previous wife and you guys had to figure out a custody battle or figure out how you guys wanted to handle kids? Like, how was that situation for you specifically?
Oh my God. Well, I left my ex-wife. I'm probably an outlier from most people. Um, we had an issue. I will say that it was a traumatic issue. We lost a son. He
Sorry to
was
hear that,
3.
man.
I appreciate it. But we just weren't aligned, and she decided to go to the courts and use the courts to keep, to keep the children from me, and then she started playing those things. So we played those games for a while,
Mhm.
and then that was it.
So, like, do you have custody of them now, or do you guys like have split custody, or how does that work?
50-50,
Okay,
and I still pay child support.
wild, absolutely fucking wild. Absolutely
Yeah,
wild.
she doesn't want to work, so.
I mean, and I mean, personally, I wish that I could go in and rewrite some of those laws personally myself, because that is ridiculous. I don't think that there's ever a reason why two parents that split up, one parent should owe the other parent anything, especially in a situation like yours, where you guys are splitting 50-50. And that's not to say anything about her bad, because I don't know her personally, but just speaking on the situation in general, I don't understand how we could split 50-50 custody of these children and I still have to pay you money. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, I'm the only one that works.
Right, but
She
but if you
doesn't
don't mind
work.
me
She's
asking,
on
what's
Section
her
8.
what? Wow, so wow. Oh, okay, I apologize. I'm so sorry, bro. I'm so sorry. That's a low. That's a mouthful, because in my, if I was a judge and that was, and you just gave me that basic sentence right there, in my personal opinion, you would have full custody of those children. You would have full custody of those children. She would
You
have
would
to,
think so, but
right, and that's
they
not
say
the
it's not in the best interest of the children. But we
right,
know
but
that the government gets money for every child. And
if that shoe was on the other foot, though, if that shoe was on the other foot, and you were the one that couldn't hold the job, or you were the one that couldn't put in the money, or do what you needed to do as a parent, you would most definitely.
yeah, I know. We
It's a
know
touchy
this. Yes.
situation for me personally, because I have kids of my own outside of the relationship that I'm in right now, and I mean I went through a similar situation. I won't say exactly like yours, but I was really young when I had my kids, and I was really young when I went through my divorce process because I got married really young. I was trying to do things the right way. I didn't grow up with my father, and so one of the things that I wanted to do was make sure that I created a family and I was a father to the kids that I had, and because of that, I had my kids extremely young, and I also put myself into some grown up situations that I wasn't quite prepared for, and there's no education for anything like that. There's, I mean, a lot of, especially when you don't have a father, you do a lot of things, and learning how to be a man, and you make mistakes that are permanent. And one of the mistakes that I did make was not going to the court date because I was having correspondence with my ex-wife's attorney, and I was under the impression that everything that I was telling her, we were going to come to some agreement, and I wouldn't even have to show up to court. I was living in Washington State
Oh
at the
wow,
time.
yeah.
Yeah, and so
Because he's not on your side at all.
at all. And so, but the thing is, her attorney knew that I was very uneducated. And so when I was speaking to her about the things that I wanted, one of the things that I told her, I was like, you know what, if we can do this like this, I won't even show up to the court date. Like, we can just we do it this way. That was the biggest mistake that I ever could have made. That was the worst thing I ever could have told her. And I know that now, looking back on that. And so she smooth talked to me all the way through the court date. Got to the court date, went in, did everything opposite of what we talked about. They got everything by default. I had no idea that I could appeal within 30 days. And even if I could appeal, I didn't have money for an attorney, to where I could just pay for one, and still also live my life while also paying child support. So I mean, it's a
So,
hole that it's really hard to dig out of. Go ahead, I apologize.
so I'll tell you this. Um, when me and my ex-wife separated the first time, because we separated twice, and my parents, no, my parents, family
Mhm.
tried to talk me back into making it work with her and stuff for the sake of the kids. I had gotten custody of my oldest, and so, and I mean full custody. And because of that, when I went back to file for the other kids,
Mhm.
they made it basically pointless. They said like none of that matters now.
Which is so funny because ah, man, man, I'm sorry to hear that, bro. I think that I wish that more men would come together and have these. I mean, it's frowned upon for men to get into the areas and rooms like this and have these conversations. But I wish more of us would, because it would make a huge difference. There's a lot of men that I talk to that go through hell and high water to get the smallest parts of creations that they created. I don't understand how anybody could think that it's okay or that it's acceptable to keep 50% of who you are away from you and them away, and you away from them. I think that it's really
Well,
detrimental to them. Go ahead.
I give you this, and I'm gonna let you go after this, but
Mhm.
even if you get custody of the children, you forgetting about the one little other thing. It's called parent alienation. So even if you get the kid, like I say, you get them 2 days out of the week or 3 days of the week. Well, whoever got the majority, which we know who's going to get the majority, is going to be able to corrupt the child and turn the child against you, which has happened to a few of my friends.
100%, 100%. Well, you said what did you say your name was again, brother?
Random Verity.
Random. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you coming up, man. I do this every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. Thursday nights is a Black culture open debate. So if you want to come back for that one would be a good one. And other than that, man, I appreciate you coming to hop in, man. You're welcome to join back or join anytime, man.
No problem, man. Thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's a cool guy. Yeah, but I think that just his story in general explains a lot of what men go through inside and outside of relationships. That kind of took a turn from what specifically um, I had initially wanted to talk about today. That's a really good podcast topic to talk about at some point in time. Is just men and what men go through inside of and outside of divorce, especially when it comes down to kids, breakups, and stuff like that. The incentivization for things like that to happen to men. I think that we don't talk about it enough whatsoever. I'm gonna do my best to try to get some more people up in here. I appreciate you guys. I need to start trying to promote these a lot better. Try to get some panelists in. I have a guy that's supposed to be coming on with me here soon. Make sure let me call him real quick. Pause, guys. Give me a second. I'll be right back with you. Oh, that paused the recording, not the live. Sorry. Never mind. Give me a second. Because I want to bring some men up that I know personally that don't mind telling their story, don't mind talking about certain things that they've been through as men inside and outside of relationships as well. So let me see if I can get a hold of my boy. Appreciate y'all all coming in right now. Y'all double tap that screen if you're coming to kick it. Yo, what you doing, my boy? All right, bet. I'm gonna send you my TikTok real quick, and then once you join up, we gonna dive in. I know that this is gonna be a good subject for you, my boy. Bet. All right, cool. So we got him coming in a few minutes. Let me get him sent over to TikTok live stream so he could join. And I appreciate you guys. Y'all keep double tapping that screen. I appreciate you guys that have came in and kicked it with me. Share the live. If you are on Facebook or YouTube watching and you want to join the panel, you want to also join a part of this discussion, come over to TikTok. It's HAVOC2725 on TikTok. And if you're on TikTok right now, go follow ADHD Radio. I'm trying to get that page to 1,000 followers so we can start doing it on that page. That's going to be where the podcast lives at, originates from, clips, everything. If you guys do come on and you are a part of the podcast, you can rewatch you're part of it on YouTube. So if you come up here and make a fool of yourself, it'll be on YouTube as well as everywhere else. So I appreciate you guys more than anything. Double tap that screen, man. Y'all share the live. Let's try to get some more people up in here. We're talking about dating and relationship panel tonight. So we're talking about dating, marriage, gender roles, certain relationship scenarios and things that you guys have been through, especially men. I want to talk to a lot of men that like my guy that's about to come on here in a few minutes. That have been through specifically in their lives. I talk about some of the things that I've been through in my life. It's a good way for us to be able to compare and contrast stories. He said he couldn't hear me. I don't know what he's talking about. But we'll see. Let me get him sent over this link real quick. Yeah, it's about to get hectic here in a minute because I know for a fact me and him got a lot to talk about. So, but he not the fastest mover, so we'll see. We can try to get him up here as soon as we can. But anybody else that wants to join the podcast as well, wants to join the debate, wants to join the panel with an expression or anything that you guys want to talk about, y'all are more than welcome to. When we talk about dating, some of the prompts is: should men always approach? Does body count matter? Who should pay on the first date? Is social media harming exclusivity? When we talk about marriage, is divorce becoming too easy? Is there too many incentivizations for people to have divorces nowadays? Should finances be joint? And when I say joint, like should you guys be like know how money is being spent? Should you guys know where money is going, other than just giving each other half for the bills and stuff like that? Is marriage still legally necessary? Get one more person up in here real quick. Yeah, we gonna get this thing jumping in a second. baby, if you're watching, did you find a lighter? I need a lighter. If you didn't, it's okay. I'm just curious. Appreciate you guys joining the stream, man. Y'all double tap that screen, man. I appreciate y'all coming kick it with me. Trying to see if we can get a couple more people up in here. Got my homie on his way here soon. I appreciate that, Jordan. My homie's on his way up in here soon. Hopefully we can get him up in here. We can get going. Have some good conversation. But in the meantime, you guys, if you're on YouTube, come on over to TikTok if you want to join the panel. If you're on TikTok, go on over to ADHD Radio. I'm going to leave a comment in the comment section right now. ADHD Radio, that is going to be the home for the podcast channel. You guys can go follow that. And that's where we're going to have all of our clips, all of our moments that we want to hopefully go viral from the podcast on there as well. If you guys do join the panel and you guys end up staying on long, it will end up being on YouTube, so you guys are able to go back and rewatch that as well. So I appreciate you guys more than anything that have been a part of the podcast. Debaters, haters, watchers of all kind. The panel is always open. You are welcome to join at any time. Double tap that screen, share the live. I appreciate you guys. Facebook, man, I don't know what's going on there. And then I don't know if I rolled over into the gender roles, but then the last question on marriage was is marriage still legally necessary? The last thing was going to be gender roles. Should a man lead? Should a woman submit? Is provision financial only? And can a woman out earn a man without resentment? So you guys are welcome to join the podcast, join the panel, hit that request button, come up. We'll talk about personal stories. We'll talk about personal things from different points of views in life. Hang on, I'm getting the call real quick. What you doing? Join this panel. TikTok. All right. Yeah, we finna have Medea. Sorry about that. We finna have Medea come up in here in a minute. Give me a second. Matter of fact, chat, that's what I'm gonna have y'all call her when she get up in here. Her name, that's Medea. There she go. There she go. There she go. All right. But get up in here. I need somebody to bounce ideas off of. There we go. There we go. There we go. What's going on? Hey, everybody in the chat right now, this is Medea. Y'all go follow her. Y'all go let her know. Y'all go let her know that y'all support her as well. What's going on, mama?
Nothing.
I got another person that's gonna be joining the panel here in a minute, not too long. But today we're doing a dating and relationship panel, and I need to be able to. I need somebody to bounce off of. I got a lot of people that's too scared to join the panel right now, mama. Got a lot of people too scared. They too scared. I need you. I need you. So we talking about dating, marriage, and gender roles or whatever. I'm gonna tell everybody right now in the chat. I know I ain't got that many people up in here right now. This is my mama. Don't you disrespect her. I will block you and I will find you. Y'all ain't got no mama like this, boy. I tell you. Listen. All right. So look. We're talking about dating, mama. I'm gonna throw a couple of prompts out to you real quick. You gonna help me kind of just keep my flow of conversation going. I wanna get better at doing my podcast. I need to be doing this regularly. You already a moderator, so you a part of this. You a part of ADHD Radio. As a matter of fact, I think you gave me the ADHD part. So dating, do you think that like, so I got 4 prompts real quick. We'll kind of talk through them. We'll talk through the dating, the marriage, and the gender roles. And it's open discussion, you know. I mean, there's no right or wrong answer. You answer how you feel. And it's really nice because when we talk about things, at least when I talk about things from you, you kind of visualize things I would assume from a different time period and a different way of things being how things used to be, especially in comparison to how things are nowadays. And so when we talk about dating, I know that at least from maybe when you was dating people, I hate to think about it that way, you know what I'm saying? But when you was dating people and when you was going out having your thing, doing your thing or whatever, most men approached you, you know what I'm saying? There was a huge stigma around body count. Women didn't necessarily, I wouldn't say didn't expose themselves or flaunt themselves, because I knew that back in the day there was women that did just similar things that women do today, just not on a mainstream level. And then when we talk about who pays on the first date, and do you think that social media is harming exclusivity? And so when I talk about social media harming exclusivity, I'm saying as in far as like if this is my woman and me and this person are exclusive, and she gets upset with me, how easy it is for her to be in somebody else's inbox, how easy it is for somebody else to be in her inbox, you know what I'm saying? Or just because you're mad at me, to be able to find the next best thing. So we'll start there just with the dating portion of it. And I'll just ask you, like, just in general, do you feel like generally that most men should approach women when they're asking for a date, when they're asking, you know what I'm saying, just to even have just simple conversation?
What happened? Yeah, I do.
Right. And then,
I
but do you?
think they should, because
Mhm.
it gives a certain I don't want to say like, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say gender roles, but I just think the way I was brought up and the way I do things, that's the way it should be.
Right. I mean, I think it definitely branches from gender roles, because I mean, until 2026, it was normal. It was normal for men to be men. It was normal for boys to be boys and grow up to be men. It was normal for women to be women, and that's not necessarily. Nah, what you doing? All right, lay. Yeah. All right, bet. All right. Now you coming, mama. Hold up. We got a panel now, y'all. Hold up. I got my boy Amari now. Look, man. Now we grooving. Now we grooving. Now we grooving. Mama, give me 1 second. Let me introduce Amari real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Amari,
Can you
hey,
hear
Amari,
me?
yes, I can, my boy. Hey, this is my boy who is supposed to be a member of Recap, but Recap has died. But but either way, I appreciate you, Amari. I know that you got I know that when we talk about this, you're gonna have some impactful stuff to talk about just from your past and things like that. So I think that it's pretty essential for me to have you on this podcast today as well. So I appreciate you taking some time to come and kick it with me. Um, it's a dating
No
and
problem.
relationship panel, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of want to talk about things just from the past. I want to talk about things from marriage, relationship roles, gender roles, things of that sort, you know what I'm saying? But I muted your mic just for a second just because I had that background noise in it. But you can unmute it whenever you come back on. But I just want to talk about certain things like that. So I'm gonna try to get into the podcast by asking probing questions and things like that, and then we'll branch off into personal things that affect us in our personal lives and things that we've been through. But when we talk about just the dating portion of it, I just sent you a mic request. When we talk about the dating portion of it, do you feel like men should always approach women? Does body count matter? Who do you think should pay on the first date? And do you think that social media harms exclusivity? You know, mute Amari. That boy old. He
On
don't
the
know how to
full,
operate
can you hear
TikTok.
me? I think, but I don't think it ain't nothing wrong with like a woman asking a man on a date. Yeah, my gal that I'm with now, actually, she asked me on my first date, and she paid for it. And as far as like the social media thing, we dated for like going on 2 years, and we kind of just started getting into each other's social media. So I do feel like social media, on how people view it, you know, you got some females who feel like, oh, you don't post me, so you're hiding something. And, you know, it's like, I feel like there's a lot of factors to it that'll be one sided, I guess.
Mic check, Mike. Can you hear me, Amari?
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear y'all. I don't know why it's echoing, Mama. I need to fix that. I need to figure it out. Nah, is it echoing for you?
Yeah.
God damn it, bro. I fucking suck at this shit. Bet. All right, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna mute when y'all talking. So, doing that. Oh, I do know why it's doing that.
What's the first question? Because you gave four.
Can y'all hear me? Is it still echoing? All right, well, we just gonna have to deal with it for the night. I don't know why it's doing that, but I'll mute mine whenever you guys are talking. But Naya, I'll ask you now. I appreciate you answering that question, Amari. But do you think that men should approach women? Do you think that body count matters? Who should pay on the first date? And is social media harming exclusivity? It's a dating and relationship panel, so that's why I'm asking these
Yeah, I
questions.
know. I'm not asking no nigga out on a date. That's not happening. I don't think it's wrong for women to ask men out on a date. I'm just not doing it.
Okay. Do you think body
Why
count
won't you do
matters?
it?
Body count don't matter, but like let's be realistic. I don't want no nigga that got 50,000 bodies.
Okay, yeah, I think that it goes both ways. I definitely think that I wouldn't want to drive a car that had 1,000 used drivers and 100,000 miles on it, just like I don't think nobody else would, you know. So I definitely get that. Who do you think should pay on the first date?
Whoever asks.
Okay, and then do you think social media harms the?
Whoever asks. Whatever, boy.
You good? Do you think that social media harms exclusivity? Like, do you think it's too easy for somebody to move on to the next best thing because of how easy it is to find somebody because of social media and stuff like that?
I don't know, because I never dated nobody I met on social media. I married everybody in person.
Okay, so no. So what I mean is, like, let's say you're in a relationship with somebody and y'all get into an argument. Do you think it's too easy for them to hop on Facebook and see the next person or whatever because they mad at you, inbox them, or somebody else in their inbox or whatever from a couple weeks ago? Now they mad at you, so now they go back and reply to them or whatever the case may be. Do you think it's just made the accessibility to each other too easy?
I feel like no, because if that's what you want to do, you're gonna go find it regardless. Whether if you find it on Instagram at the grocery store, whatever's easiest for you to get to.
Okay, I think that's fair. All right. The reason I asked all those questions in general is because obviously I feel a certain way towards all of those, and so like my personal answer is I think that men should approach most women when they want to go out on a date with them or they want their attention. But I also think that we live in a world now where it's kind of confusing on what's an appropriate time and where is an appropriate place to approach women. I think that some men are not, I won't say for lack of a better word, is not scared to approach women, but a little bit more cautious because not necessarily for the fear of rejection, but like, I mean, I think we've all kind of seen videos of like the gym where like a guy walk up to a girl in the gym, you know, we're both here working out or whatever, and it's frowned upon because they're just trying to get a workout in. But I mean, I want to talk to you, and obviously, you know what I'm saying, the goal is for me to approach you. So I feel like it's kind of confusing in what time is appropriate to approach a woman. I think when we talk about body count, it's extremely, I think it's important, but I think it's a hard conversation to bring up. And when do you ask that question? You know, like, I think more or less, the character of a person kind of tells me what their body count is. I mean, not that I care so much, but I mean, at the end of the day, if I found out, you know, a couple of weeks in you didn't slept with 1,000 men, I'm probably not going to be too inclined with wanting to sleep with you personally. And then as far as the first date, I think that it depends on who asks. But I mean, me as a man, I'm probably always going to take care of that. And then personally, I think that social media is harming a lot of relationships because I think that it's too easy to see the next best thing. None of us are America's Next Top Model, you know. And I mean, as much as we want to be
for yourself.
I could say with that one, don't speak for me.
All right, well, y'all closer than me, but you know, so it's easy to find somebody else on social media, especially effortlessly. I don't think it takes much effort in order to go find somebody else to talk to or to be involved with what somebody else has going on. But I think it's damaging and detrimental, and we don't have a common understanding of what a relationship should look like, what the courting phase should look like anymore. I think that we've lost that as a whole. Anybody have anything they want to chime in on that?
I want to say, because I am a little bit older, you know,
A little bit.
I don't think social. Shut up, girl.
Let me mute my mic. Go ahead.
I don't think social media, like ruined the exclusivity. It did make it easier, but I mean, even when I was dating at the time, and this was before social media, like Naya said, if we wanted to find something, we was gonna find it.
I think people just use social media as an excuse. If you gonna cheat, you gonna cheat.
Right.
People cheat with their coworkers.
Damn.
And back then, like you had neighbors and stuff. Like you had some people going out the front door, and the next person coming in the back door. So,
Mama, you sound like you got
Yeah,
experience.
you would know.
You sound like you in them trenches.
maybe I'm gonna be quiet for a minute.
No, you good? Good. Yeah, I'm just saying you exposing yourself. You exposing you.
My body count not high though.
Girl, whatever. I'm not gonna expose you on this internet.
You don't play your mama like that, girl. But okay, so cool. So if I gotta figure out how to phrase this question. Amari, so you said that your girl asked you out on the first date. Amari, you here still?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, bet. So you said your girl asked you out on the first date or whatever. How did that go? Like, so y'all was at work, you was at the club doing your thing, you know what I'm saying? Best looking nigga in the room. She walked up to you, hey, how you doing? I want to go out on a date. How'd that go?
Yeah, said she got a mic. I actually let her tell it herself.
Okay, yeah, I'm definitely interested in her perspective, especially because that's a woman that came and asked you. What made you decide that Amari, you know what I'm saying, I want to go and then like how did you go about that?
Cause I'm him.
So shut up. So I liked him because he was quiet. So in my head, he wasn't gonna ask me anything. I had to do something. So we had worked together when we were staying in the two-room B&B. I just decided to ask everybody to go out that day, and he wasn't going. So I had to get him specifically to go.
Cause I'm him.
Have you ever asked anybody else, like another man, before out on a date, or was Amari like the first person you ever asked?
No, I've asked somebody else.
Oh, so you weren't that
I
special.
don't have patience. Yeah,
No,
I just don't have patience, and I like quiet niggas. So
okay, no, definitely makes sense. And then tonight you said you ain't asking no nigga, so I know how yours went. And then Mama, you and Honda, just out of curiosity, how did that go? Like y'all's courting phase. And the reason I'm asking more than anything is because I think that we've lost the definition or the dynamic of what a courting phase looks like. I mean, I said earlier in the podcast, but I'll say it again. I'm a product of that myself. I mean, I met Jordan, and we've been living together since the first 30 minutes we met each other. I mean, that's just how it's been, you know. So I'm curious.
I could understand that one.
Right. So I'm curious as to like,
Yeah, we know.
when we talk about the courting phase and like the dating phase, do you guys feel like there should be a dating
It's
limit
a
in
family
between?
trait.
Tonight, I think you a product of the same
Oh
story,
yeah,
huh?
for real.
Yeah.
Jordan in the comment section said, "Why I put us on blast like that?"
Me,
It
Kayla,
is what it is,
you.
babe.
Mm.
Hey, I do think it run in the family though. I do think it run in the family. But Mama,
No,
so go ahead.
Me and Honda met in Walmart.
Okay, so we're not gonna get on the internet and lie.
Well, we met at 9.
You want me to tell it or you gonna tell it?
I mean, my whole thing is like I was on my phone in Walmart.
They met on
So-
a date app.
Okay, so y'all met on social media. So we got a social media. Amari, your woman asked you. Naya ain't no nigga ass. She ain't no nigga. So
Wait, don't act like I ain't got
But
no
so,
nigga. Hold on.
no,
what's
I
the
know.
reason why though?
Go ahead.
Why wouldn't you ever ask a man, or what would it take for a man to have for you to be like, oh yeah, I gotta ask him?
That's a good question,
I
Amari.
must have like terminal cancer or something if I'm asking a nigga out on a date. I feel like if somebody wanted to date me and they realize I want to date them, they would ask me. Like, I'm not asking.
Do you think? Okay.
No.
Do you think that you would let like hypothetically speaking, if you and JaVale and like you liked him and you saw like it slipping away or whatever because he just wasn't asking you, do you think that you would just let it slip away?
No, because I would feel like he don't like me. Because why you ain't ask me out?
Okay.
Maybe he got anxiety.
I honestly think.
Well,
I honestly think
I
Naya.
don't need no nigga with anxiety.
Honestly, Naya, I think that out of all the answers so far, I think that you have the most, in my honest opinion, the most traditional. I mean, I asked Jordan to be, you know, my girlfriend as well, but or just out on a date or whatever. But I think that that's like you have the most traditional mindset of what I would say a courtship would look like, personally. It sounds like, I mean, from what I understand, you and JaVale met in person, right? Or y'all used to work together. So
Yeah,
y'all
we met
in
at
person.
work.
Right, y'all met in person. You let him ask you out. Y'all went out on the first date. I'm sure that nigga paid.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm from what we're talking about right now. I mean, and that would be my version of my idea of what courtship would look like. Not saying that it's right or that's the only way that it has to go, but just when we're talking about dating and courtship, that's what I think that it looks like to me. I think that it also brings value to what a man is, and not to discredit Amari and his girlfriend's relationship, but I think that there's some honor in being and going up to a woman, asking her out, taking care of her, taking care of the first date and everything else that follows that. Not saying that you haven't done that stuff up until this point, Amari. I'm just saying that would be my idea.
Nah, I
of
feel
what
like you're
courtship looks
attacking me, fam. I'm about to get off this.
attack him.
Right. Nah, but I'm sure that you do things now, you know what I'm saying, that still fall into what I would consider gender roles of as a man. I'm gonna move on a little bit now. Pivot a little bit. When we talk, and then we talk about marriage, and I'm gonna kind of fly through this with you three. I appreciate y'all coming and kicking with me. The next 4 prompts of questions I'm just gonna ask you guys is: do you think that divorce is too easy? Do you think that finances should be joint? And do you think that marriage is legally necessary anymore? So I'll start with you, Mama. Do you think that divorce is too easy, or do you think that there's too many incentivizations for divorce now? And we kind of talked about this a little bit
I
before.
don't think that
but you go ahead.
divorce is too easy. I just think it's messier than what it used to be because of social media. People don't keep things to themselves anymore. They blast everything on social media. So I don't think that divorce is necessarily too easy. I just think that it's different now.
What do you think, Amari? I don't know if you. I'm not sure if you've been married or not. But just
Yeah, I ain't never been married, and being honest, like I don't really come from much of a family that does marriage to be dealing with, like divorce and stuff like that.
do you value
But
marriage? Like, could you see yourself at some point? Like, do you think that? And it's not a right or wrong answer, but do you think that there's any value in marriage? Like, would you consider yourself at some point in time one day saying, "Hey, I want to marry my woman"?
yeah,
Or-
definitely. And if I do take that step, it's death row contract. It ain't no like you feel me getting out of it.
Okay. Naya, do you think that divorce is too easy? Do you think there's too many incentivizations for divorce?
Well, from the conversation we had earlier, I don't think divorce is easy enough.
It depends on who you ask. If I'd have had that motherfucker up here tonight, she'd have told us a whole different story. Oh, my mama.
That do make sense though.
And so I don't think that divorce on paper is too easy. I think that the process for divorce is too easy. I think that there's too many incentivizations for divorce nowadays, and that doesn't mean that I think that there's some shitty men. I think that there's some shitty women. I think that at the end of the day, divorce isn't gonna stop shitty men and women from being who they are. But I think that
Like people think marriage and stuff nowadays is for like social media, like social class, instead of actually
Mhm.
enjoying the person that you get married to.
and not only that, just
That's why so many people get divorced.
and not only that, a lot of people don't realize through thick and thin is a real phrase. I mean, a marriage is work. I mean, and like any relationship that we've had, like, I mean, Amari, I'm sure that you know by now, this is my mother and my younger sister. I have a relationship with them. We've argued, we fussed, we fought, and we still have a relationship today. I don't think there's any difference in having a relationship with somebody
what
else
is it?
that you lay down with. Hold on, real quick, I got you. That you lay down with.
That's my daughter trying to get in on the conversation.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But I don't think there's any difference in having a relationship with somebody else and trying to build that relationship. Trying to build that relationship with them and going through hiccups and ups and downs and rekindling that. I think that a lot of people don't realize that you actually have to work in order to keep relationships together. I've talked to a lot of people that end up ending relationships just simply because they're not quote unquote happy. I don't think that's a good reason to end a relationship. I'm not saying that you should stay in a relationship
It's
that doesn't benefit you, but at the same time too, I don't think that it should be based on whether or not you're happy on Wednesday. And then
Especially when you was happy Wednesday morning and then you're not happy Wednesday evening.
And then another thing, people should be able to voice how they're feeling to their partner as well. Because a lot of people bottle stuff in and don't say nothing. And then that's when it goes from a little problem to a big problem. And then, like Mama said, it's like you was happy Wednesday morning and now you all of a sudden mad Wednesday night.
Do you think that burden, Naya, you said that you think that most people you should be able to talk to your partner about certain things, and somebody might feel like I'm shooting a slug at them. But do you think that burden falls on the person that you're with to pull that out of you, or do you think that you should find a way to be able to express those things to that person that you're with, if that makes sense?
It depends on the person that you're with. Like JaVale not gonna tell me something wrong with him, but me on the other hand, I have no problem with telling you something getting on my nerves. So it's
Go ahead,
like
Naya. Go ahead, Naya.
if I see JaVale not in a good mood or if I see he acting different, I have to keep asking him what's wrong with him because he just not gonna say nothing.
Okay.
But I also think that goes to a little bit with your upbringing as well. Like I was always able to be my emotional self. I don't know if that's the same for him.
Definitely, you always have been your emotional self now, mother.
Shut up.
Mother. You was about to say something. Go ahead.
No, I was agreeing with Tanaya. I think it depends on the person that you're with, because I can say that this relationship is totally different from my last one. Because in my last one, I didn't say a lot. I did hold a lot in, but I had a lot more going on. You know what I'm saying? So when I got into this relationship, I was able to like express myself a little bit more. Now, Honda is not the type of person that's just gonna be vocal. it takes a minute for her stuff to come through. But again, like Tanaya said, that depends on the person that you're with and where they came from and if they were able to express themselves before.
Mm-hmm. So kind of like what you just said just now, I feel like it's actually a contradiction of what tonight said. And the only reason I say that is because you just said that like the person that you was in a relationship before, you felt like you couldn't go and speak to them, you know, but now you feel like you're in a relationship where you feel like you can. And so when I asked her like the difference in between, do you feel like that person should pull that out of you or you should give that to them? How do you feel like it's any different necessarily with Honda, where you feel like you can naturally just do that versus being with someone else or your past relationship where you feel like you can't? You know what I'm saying? So, what
she
gave
didn't
you?
listen.
Okay.
She didn't listen. She wasn't emotionally available. She was in the household, but it was just like sometimes
She
I
ate
feel
lunch
like
at 9
not to
o'clock in the
degrade her or
morning.
anything, but it's just saying how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I felt like she was, you know, another kid sometimes. So I didn't have anybody to voice myself to. So I did venture out and voice it to other people sometimes.
That's your problem. Social media is harming exclusivity. So let's go back on to the next one. I'm just playing, mama. Should finances be joint? Do you think that money causes a lot of issues inside of relationships? Like, do you think that, and which I mean, of course, like I go to work for my money, you know what I'm saying? Like this is of course mine, you know what I'm saying? But do you guys think that, I'm sorry, Amari, I apologize, bro. Unmute your mic real quick, bro. I'm so sorry, G.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, so I'll ask you the same question that I asked them. Do you feel like when you're inside of a relationship, having that type of communication with people, do you feel like that should be something that is pulled out of? Because I'll be honest, I'm not the type of person that can pull it out of you. Like if I notice that something is wrong, and that obviously, and this is the reason why I do my podcast and I do talk to different people in different perspectives, is because maybe it opens my eyes to certain things that I don't see. But I'm not the type of person that can pull out of somebody when like when something's wrong with them or something's going on. I can't sit there and be like, hey, you know, tell me what's going on or tell me what's wrong. You gonna tell me you're not.
Yeah, you got like
so
one or two asks out of me.
Right.
I see something's wrong and I ask you like, hey, you good? Everything all right? And you keep telling me you're okay. Do not get mad at me later because, like you said, I didn't pull it out of you.
Right.
Like,
So
how many
so
times
it's
you want me to
difficult with
ask?
me. And now, don't get me wrong, I get those two perspectives as well. From Medea and Naya. From Medea and Mosquito. But as far as me personally, like, I mean, maybe that's something I need to change about myself, being able to, you know, articulate but I can't ask you 20 times. I can't ask you 20 times, you know what I'm saying? And then on the 21st time, you be like, well, I didn't feel like you really cared or whatever. You gotta be able to articulate or meet me halfway and articulate what you got going on.
Because then
as
at that point, it's on you.
Mm-hmm. And you
Well,
guys can
no,
respond
because you
back to that.
can't
Go ahead.
tell somebody when they ready to express their feelings.
But you can, you know, you can't tell me like, hey, I'm not ready to talk right now. You know, you just give me a minute. That I feel like that's simple enough.
Comfortability you have with your partner. If your partner doesn't feel comfortable.
What you think about that, Roberto Naya, where he said
Oh yeah, I agree.
Okay. See, I love it. I do. Do you, Amari? I'll start with you on this one since I missed you on the last one. But do you think that finances should be something that is talked about openly inside of a relationship? Do you think that it's okay for us to have money in separate bank accounts that we don't talk about, that you know nobody knows about, or whatever case it be? My money's my money, your money's your money. Do you feel like that causes more rifts, or do you feel like it'd be better for us to be open about finances, for us to share the money that we have? It's our money. It's not your money and my money.
I guess I feel like that's based off dynamic, because if we came up together, you know, we had nothing together and now we got it together, it'll make sense. But then, you know, you got people who have their own stuff going on coming into certain situations.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah. Like me and you.
To share that, you know.
Like me and you.
Yeah, you feel me? Like,
yes, sir. 100%. Because it get hard. I got 5 breathing now. Well, 5, 4. You know what I mean? Shit.
So it's just like I got, and you know, that could bleed onto you, and that would be right in your case.
Mm-hmm. No, I definitely agree. Now, what you think about that? Should finances be something that you guys talk about openly, or do you think it's okay to have separate funds?
Yeah, you could talk about it openly, but I don't mind having my own bank account.
What if you find out that nigga got his own bank account too, and he got like $100K in it?
We both have our own bank accounts. He ain't got no secret money.
Okay. So it's okay to have your own bank accounts as long as y'all still talk about what's in those as well.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, we're a partnership. We pay all the bills together. So I need to know when you lacking. You need to know when I'm lacking. So everybody balance.
Okay. So you believe it's our money?
Yeah.
Okay, Mama.
Oh, it's definitely our money because I have a I be having things I need to do, like I need to go to the
Correction.
store and stuff.
She means it's her money.
No, she act like she was in the military. Like shit.
Well, I mean, technically, I'm a part of that little bubble now.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah,
right?
nigga,
Since y'all got
army
married,
wife.
you consider you get a USA and everything, huh?
Yes, I do.
Wait, so we get some of them benefits too. I'm her next
I don't think
beneficiary.
it roll down like that. I don't think it roll down like that.
Man, I'm Honda next living kin, bro.
And believe me, she let Honda know it all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Now I think that those all are great. We're gonna roll into the last segment real quick. It's just gonna be gender roles, and we're gonna talk about that in depth. I'm gonna try to get some fire up out of y'all. Do you think that I'm gonna start with me. So the 4 prompt questions I have is: should men lead? Should women submit? Is provision financial only? And can women out earn men without resentment? I'll answer those as quickly as I can. Do I think that men should lead? Absolutely. I don't think that there's when we talk about lead and when we talk about submit, I want us to understand that when I talk about the definition of those words, I don't mean when I say submit, bow down on 2 knees, praise me when I walk through the door, XYZ. When I say submit, more or less, I mean my authority and what I say certain things, especially when it comes down to our safety, when it comes down to things that, because the reason that I feel this way is because mostly I feel like regardless of the fact that a lot of the failure inside of a relationship falls on the man. A lot of people will look at you if your family is broken, they'll look at the man first. They'll look at how he's taking care of his family. What is he doing to provide for that family, XYZ. So I think if he takes on all of that accountability, the leadership role should fall on that man. Should a woman submit? Again, I think that in a way that benefits the relationship and the man in a structural way. Should provision be financially only? I don't think so. I don't think that money is the only reason that a man should lead. I think that it looks better. I think that it looks better. I don't care what anybody says. I mean, a man being led by a woman, that man looks weak 10 times out of 10. And then can a woman out earn a man without resentment? I don't think so. I don't think that any man would sit by or can sit by and watch their women be a breadwinner and internalize that and be okay with that as a man. I think that they're not going to resent that woman necessarily as a woman, but they will resent the situation that they're in because most men want to be in a leadership position or a leadership role. So I'm gonna pivot over to you, mother. I'm going to ask you, do you think that most men should lead? And these are just general questions. You can answer it however you want, but do you think that most men should lead relationships?
So I'm answering this generally because
I know. I apologize.
Okay.
How the nigga? Go ahead.
Right. No, it's like this here. When it comes to leadership, I don't think it's a man or woman's position.
Well, okay, then what's your version of leadership?
I think my version of leadership is who's ever stronger at that time. Because sometimes it depends on what situation you're in.
That's fair.
We all have different strengths, different weaknesses. So we should all be able to step into that leadership role and do what needs to be done when it needs to be done. And that's man or woman.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you think that a woman should submit to a man?
Again, generally. I think anybody in a relationship can submit. I don't think that submitting makes a man weak because I think it
make it weak as fuck.
No, you got to think about it like this too. When a boy is coming up, if he's told not to cry, not to show emotions, not to do this, not to do that, grows up hard, he has no feeling. But if you let that boy show emotion when he's young,
I got you. Go ahead, Mama.
Then he knows how to express himself and do that. So him stepping back for a moment, which is submitting, doesn't make him weak. It just shows that he's not strong at that point, and it's okay not to be strong at everything. You don't have to take everything on your shoulders.
Now I'm gonna transfer to you.
Ask the question again.
Do you think that most men should lead relationships?
I think all men should lead their relationships.
Okay. You mind
But
branching off on that?
not like controlling leading.
Right.
I just feel like if you're gonna make a decision for the family, it should be a good decision for the family. I take JaVale's opinion in family stuff and like our livelihoods very very important.
And
If
the
that makes
reason,
sense.
and I don't think that what you said was a wrong answer, Mama, at all. The reason that I agree with Tanaya is because, again, I think that majority, even if, for instance, I take a step back and I allow Jordan to, you know what I'm saying, do whatever she needs to do because I need a moment or whatever, and we fail, that failure, even outside, not necessarily talking about inside my relationship, because she can understand, you know, deeper that it's not necessarily my fault. But from the outside looking in, other people that do look at our relationship and just society wise, that failure falls on me as a man. And so when that failure falls on me and a man, my family eating, my family being taken care of, the roof over our head, XYZ, if those things are going to fall on me, that leadership, again, not from a dictator standpoint, should fall on that man 10 times out of 10, because that failure is going to fall on that man 10 times out of 10, in my personal opinion. Go ahead, Mama.
But who the failure fall on if there's no man involved?
You.
The head of house. The man should be the head of house.
You. I mean, and these are just in a relationship standpoint, like from a relationship perspective. Like if you're by yourself, you only responsible for yourself, you know. But if I look at relationships as a man is responsible for his woman, his man is responsible for his family, and that's and we've lost that aspect when it comes down to men, and that's why you got a lot of beta males nowadays who don't see it the same way, who feel like they can live in a house and be relaxed, comfortable, sitting on a couch, not providing, not doing certain things because their wives are the leaders of that household. And that's just never, no woman is ever going to want to sit in a house where they're the breadwinner, where they're the decision maker, where they're the person that's always going to be the one that's telling them when that this has to be done and we need to get this done in order for us to be able to be successful. No woman is going to want to be in a relationship with a man that always takes a back seat to her decisions. Not saying that her decision is secondary to him, but a lot of women want that. And again, I'm sorry, I'm talking in general, but a lot of women want a man that is going to take that position of leadership and guide them in the right direction. Amari, I'm gonna switch to you real quick. Do you feel like most men should lead relationships, or do you feel like all men should lead relationships?
Like Naya said, all men should lead relationships. I feel like that's mandatory.
Absolutely mandatory.
But not if you're not the bread.
She said, "No, go ahead. Now chime in. What'd you say?"
Yeah, they talk about. Go ahead.
Go ahead. What'd she say?
Not okay. I feel like if a female is making all the money or most of the money in the house and the man's not doing much, then the woman is now leading the household.
You said that she is now leading the household?
What would the man be leading? How are they leading?
Amari, I couldn't hear what she said. Say that one more time.
She's saying if the woman makes more than a man, then basically he's not leading anything, you know. So she should be the head of the household.
It kind of touches on what I said a little bit. A woman does not want that. Most women do not want a man inside of a relationship where they're taking on more of that leadership role than that man is. I'm gonna wrap up with this last question real quick, and this will be the last one that we touch on real quick. I appreciate you guys again. If you guys are watching the podcast from Facebook, YouTube, or TikTok, go ahead and follow ADHD Radio on every platform that you guys can. I appreciate you guys that have stuck around through the podcast. Double tap that screen. We do have a weekly show flow that I'm going to bring up real quick before we end the podcast real quick. Actually, I'm going to bring it up real quick before we go into this last question, so you guys know exactly when we are going to be back on live. So Monday morning, we'll be back on 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. That's going to be Reflections at Dawn. Monday night and Wednesday night are going to be open debate nights. We're going to be talking about certain different things, kind of like we're talking about tonight. Thursday night will be Black Culture Debate. That is going to be African-American panelists only. And then Saturday night, like we're doing tonight, is going to be relationship and life panels. So the questions that differ a little bit, but we'll always stay on these same topics. We'll always talk about these same things. I appreciate you guys more than anything. Let's wrap up with this last question. And we kind of actually already talked about it a little bit, but do you think that women can out earn a man without resentment? And I'll answer it first. No, I don't think, again, that a man or any man that I think of as an alpha male that wants to be a leader inside of a family is going to be okay with the woman out earning them. Amari, I'll let you answer that one first.
Type shit.
Let me go ahead and get her from him. If she over here, she going in. Personally, if my gal make more than me, I would not be bugging about it unless she's walking around the house making me feel that every day. You know, like
You will feel
I
that
make
every day.
more to you.
You will feel that every day, nigga. Like that is not. You gonna feel that every argument. You gonna feel that every time you roll over on her side of the bed.
But then
you gonna,
again, if the money's supposed to be ours, we're supposed to be a team. That really ain't the factor. You feel me?
yeah,
Like,
well, money is ours.
As
When
a man, it hurts the man's pride.
tell her
to
come
not be
closer to the
making
phone.
more money or the same amount of money as you.
Say what she said again, Amari.
say it again.
I said, but as a man, it hurts your pride for you to not be making as much money as the female or more money than the female.
It hurts mine.
Regardless of anything, like you said, if we were to have an argument about something random, it would affect you to think about it.
But as long as you don't say nothing about it, we're cool.
It doesn't matter. It still bothers me.
Yeah,
And
you.
it bothers me.
I tell you what, Amari, you'll be
I make
sick.
more money than you.
You'll be sick at that next. You'll be. Can y'all hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No sir. No sir. Hey, matter of fact, when you get paid, don't even give me nothing. I don't want nothing. Let me wait till I get my job. That's just me though. I mean, and don't get me wrong. Again, there's no wrong answers when we have these open discussions and these open debates. This is how a lot of people feel in different areas. But Amari, how would you feel if you and her got into an argument, your first argument, and you don't make no money, she make more money than you, whatever? She like some with your broke ass. She gonna strike a nerve. I'll mute your mic, Mark.
And at that point, we got a problem.
Right, but that's the question. So, can a woman out earn a man without resentment? So, the moment that you and her get into a disagreement, the moment that y'all get into an argument and she brings up money, you will resent her. You will, and not only that kind of shows a little bit of the resentment that she has for you, because the moment that she gets upset, she's gonna bring up the fact that she makes more money than you. Would you? Okay, let me phrase it better for you. Do you think that you would be okay with being in a position where your woman makes more money than you, and the moment that y'all get into an argument, she brings that up?
Thinking logically, like if it's better than us, not even like on the decent thing, but if it's working for me, is then I go through, if we got kids and stuff. So
Come closer to the phone, Amari.
I said, because like we got kids and stuff now, so it ain't just a matter of I'm tripping because you make more money than me. I got to leave. You feel me? Like some stuff be bigger than that. It will be a problem, and I guess it'll lead to bigger problems. But I don't think it'll make me like want to leave.
Would it make you resent her?
Hell yeah.
Okay, Mama, let me ask you: do you think that if like you was in a relationship with a partner, and y'all they done fucked up letting me figure out these buttons, boy.
I'm weak.
They done fucked up letting me figure out these buttons.
Can't.
But you in a relationship with somebody, they make more money than you. Do you think that? Do you feel like? I don't know how to phrase this question for you though. Like, and I'm not trying to even be funny because
I can answer it for you. You ain't
Okay.
gotta rephrase it.
Okay, go ahead, Mom.
Good. When money comes in the house, whether you making more money than me or not, you knew I wasn't making much money as you was. So when you call me a broke ass, I'm gonna agree with you. Yes, I am. But you know what I'm gonna do after that?
Mhm.
I'm gonna spend your money because I'm a broke ass.
I'm my mama's child, bro.
Nah, you was waiting on the same answer, wouldn't you?
You want to adopt me? Because it sounds like I do that too.
Man. But more than anything, I think that I appreciate you guys, man. I appreciate you guys coming hop on this with me because I was about to get off. I wasn't getting that much traction, but I'm gonna get y'all something from the corner store as soon as I get rich. Definitely gonna do a whole lot more with this podcast, man. Definitely gonna be bringing y'all a lot more content. I appreciate everybody that's been a part of the debate, Talk Yo Ish, ADHD Radio, Black Mirror, as well as Reflections at Dawn. We got so much more in store. You guys be on the lookout Monday morning for Reflections at Dawn. We're going to be talking about a lot of different things, politics. We're going to be talking about a lot of different things inside of relationships. We're going to be talking about a lot of different things in general. So I appreciate you guys, man. This is important to me. I really enjoy doing these podcasts, and I hope that you guys stick around with me longer because I got so much more for you guys. So I appreciate you guys coming and kicking with me tonight. Enjoy the rest of y'all Saturday, man, and we'll be back soon.